Greetings, everyone. P. Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to pick number 18 of my favorite 31 debut albums of all time. The top debut albums, 31 days in October. We're picking out together, all of us, our 31 favorite debuts that we feel are the greatest debuts of all time, right? So today, for pick number 18, this is the debut from an American band who, at some point, became one of the biggest metal bands on the planet. Who knew when they released this debut album in July 25th to be exact, 1983, recorded at Music America Studios in Rochester, New York, all the way on the other side of the country from where they were from, produced by Paul Curcio from Megaforce Records. That's right, I'm talking about Kill 'Em All by Metallica. Yeah, baby. The first album, baby Metallica at this point in time, right? Practically kids, right? I'm telling you. Yes, all those years ago. I still remember the first time I heard this album, I was kind of like, the hell is that? That's a little bit different than what I'm normally used to listening to. That doesn't sound quite like the metal that I'm listening to. Little did I know at the time. James Hetfield, vocals, rhythm guitar. Lars Ulrich, drums. Cliff Burton, bass. Kirk Hammett, lead guitar. Yeah. Executive produced by Johnny Z himself, John Zazula, of course. So, what do we got on this album? Got a lot of really cool things on here, right? The early Fast and Frantic, at the time we weren't calling it thrash yet. It basically was kind of speed metal, I guess, right? Hit the Lights kicks it all off. Hit the Lights still to this day. Just an absolute rager of a song, but contains some of my favorite guitar soloing from Kirk Hammett. Just blazing stuff, right? Just amazing. The Four Horsemen. Just so good. Just great riffs on this album. Four Horsemen, just an absolute killer thrash anthem. Motor Breath. Fast, Furious. Again, at the time, I remember, to me and to a lot of people, this style of metal was pretty damn extreme, because what really did you have in 1983, right? You had Venom, few other bands, right, that were coming out that were doing stuff this gnarly, this heavy, this fast and furious. Motor Breath, to me at the time was probably one of the most extreme songs on here. Just so crushingly fast and heavy. Jump in the Fire. One of the coolest riffs ever at the time. I remember when I learned to play that riff, I was like so excited with myself. I'm like, yes, very cool. Anesthesia, Pulling Teeth, of course, the great bass solo from the late Cliff Burton. Whiplash, another fast, frantic, just speed metal rager, right? Just crazy. Over on side two, you got another one, Phantom Lord, right? Phantom Lord. and James's vocals on this album are just so different than, I think this album and Ride the Lightning, kind of the peak of that kind of early gruff Hetfield kind of sort of, whatever you want to call it. It's not a growl, right? But it's definitely different at the time. And, he would refine his vocals much more going forward. But it's always fun to go back and hear him singing on these first couple of albums, right? It just sounds so different to what he sounds like today. No Remorse, just catchy as all hell. You got Seek and Destroy, another just absolute metal anthem. And then another fast and furious rager to finish out the album, Metal Militia. And of course, got to mention, right, of course, Dave Mustaine was the original lead guitar player in this band, who was eventually replaced by Kirk Hammett. But Dave co-wrote Metal Militia, Phantom Lord, and Jump in the Fire. At least those are the songs he's been given credit to. Who knows how much he had to do with the writing of a lot of these songs, because a lot of these songs were written before Kirk joined the band. But, his stamp is all over this album, surely, because you can see kind of with the second album, with Ride the Lightning, a little bit different, right? A little bit more refined, maybe not quite as fast and furious, but if you listen to those, the really early Megadeth stuff, right, you can totally hear where that influence is coming from. So, yeah, just a great album, a great debut, and just so important in the history of heavy metal. I mean, that's just the crazy thing. Let's see. Let's take a look at charts. Again, this didn't really do much of anything anywhere at the time, although it did make it to number 120 on the U.S. Billboard charts. But many, many years later, when it popped back into the in the charts, right, because of the success of follow-up albums, right? But so yeah, at the time. But this, if you look at the charting history of this album, like in all sorts of different years, how this kind of just kept popping back on the charts based on whatever Metallica album was out at the time and doing big business. So like in 1993 in Australia, this re-entered the charts at 55, and in 2004 it popped back up on the charts in Finland, France, and Sweden. In 2007, again in Finland, back into number 12. In 2008, Spain and Switzerland back into the top 100. 2011, the Swiss charts back into the top 50. 2012, back into the top 200 in France. 2016, Germany, Spain, and U.S. Billboard charts back into the top 100. In 2017 and 18, popped back in on the Spain charts. 2019 in France, and in 2021 in Poland, and the U.S. top rock albums. Top 20. Kind of interesting, right? And then certifications in Argentina. This is platinum, 60,000 units sold. Australia, double platinum, 140,000 units sold. Canada, platinum, 100,000. Germany, gold, 250,000. Poland, platinum, 20,000. UK, gold, 100,000. And here in the States, over 4 times platinum, 4.5 million copies sold of Kill 'Em All. Who would have thought it? Back in the day when this first came out, this little band on this little label, Megaforce Records, right? Nobody knew this band was going to get as big as they were. But I think for me, it really wasn't until Master of Puppets that I really thought that this band was going to go huge. I mean, I would Ride the Lightning. I mean, I loved them. Ride the Lightning came out, and they became one of my favorite bands. But it was really, I think, on Master of Puppets that really we saw it was going to happen, that this band was just going places that we never thought. Singles, Whiplash, released August 8th, 1983. Odd choice of a single on this album. And Jump in the Fire, that I can see a little bit more, released January 20th, 1984. So yeah, that's my pick for today. Pick number 18, Kill 'Em All by Metallica. Let us know what you think of this in the comments below, as well as your pick for today, pick number 18. And we'll see you tomorrow for number 17. Visit us on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube all together. All the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as a post. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also down below we got the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, our merch page, our Cameo page, and our Join Now membership button is down there as well for a Sea of Tranquility membership. So thank you in advance for exploring any and all of that and any contributions you can make. And we'll see you soon here with more stuff. I'm Pete Pardo. Tune in tomorrow for the next installment. Don't forget, we've got Hudson Valley Squares coming at you tonight. It's going to be a album war episode, thrash debuts. We got the debut from Overkill, the debut from Annihilator, the debut from Exodus, and the debut from Testament, all going head to head. Who's going to win this album war? We'll see tonight here on the Hudson Valley Squares. Till then, I'm Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.